deep do they need to be?
Deeper than that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Because we're going to be backfilling it with some compost and some other soil. So that other one was almost perfect.
More to go. Okay, so we have 12
fruit trees.
From Food Forest Nursery, and we're going to be planting them today. What's the first step that we need to do?
So the first step is to unbox them and soak them. You can soak them anywhere from up to 12 hours before planting them. These are going to be dormant stock. So we're gonna unpackage them, soak the roots while we prepare the rest of the area to get them planted. We'll probably soak them for about 2, maybe 3 hours. So we've got 4 plum trees, 4 apple trees, 2 cherry trees, a fig, and a pear. Oh, I see. Halvesies. Oh, good, they're marked. Yay. Here.
I'm stuck on
a nail or something?
Nail down here, or a staple.
Okay.
All right. Well, probably, do you think we're going to need 2 buckets then?
We might. Yeah. We can probably keep them twined together for now. But yeah, I think we're going to need a second bucket. All right. Nice.
So we'll get those in another bucket, and in 2 hours we'll start getting them in the ground. So while we wait for the roots to soak, we're gonna mix up some coconut coir peat, get that stuff hydrated, and then we're gonna grab a bunch of potting soil, mix it all together, and we're gonna use that as a amendment to the soil, because we have really heavy clay soil, and that doesn't drain very well. Not a lot of nutrition in it. Actually, that's not true. Clay has a lot of nutrition in it, but it's really hard. It's just not good draining soil. So we're going to mix up some of this stuff. So now we will mix this basically 50-50 with some compost and other types of soil, maybe some of this gardening potting mix. We'll use this as our planting material for the roots of the trees in the hole that we dug. Now what we're going to do is clear out these where the trees are going to go, the holes. So as you saw earlier in the video, we used the auger to drill the holes, but now we need to make sure the dirt doesn't collapse back into it. And then we want to try to deepen the hole as much as we can, because the clay will just become solid. Even though it's pretty fluffy right now, if it gets water in there, it just becomes a solid mass. All right, so I'm going to leave a little bit of this loose stuff in the bottom, and then we'll have that coconut coir and the compost and the potting soil and all that kind of stuff as a mix to go in there with the trees. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. Alright, this is a chicken run that we used for about 2 years. Kept adding more and more like leaves and straw and whatever. But it hasn't been used for a little over 6 months, so it's definitely going to be some very good compost for the trees, and it's not going to be too rich in hot nitrogen or chicken poop. So it'll be a nice, I think this is going to work out really well for the trees, plus the coconut coir that we had reconstituted. So let's go start planting some trees.
Here's one cherry tree.
Just untangle it.
Yep.
It's easy.
And then here's the other one right here.
Okay, hang on, let me put this down and then you can grab.
It's the big fat one on the end here.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Here's our 2 cherry trees. Here's the graft union. This should be facing north, away from the harshest sun, and also about 2 inches above the soil line.
All right, so first step is to make a mound in the hole, and kind of a cone-shaped mound, high enough to where the I guess the roots are covered, but the stem is about 2 to 3 inches above the soil line, which is about here. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix the peat moss and his compost in the hole, and then make a cone-shaped mound. Now, I need to figure out which tree is going to go here so I know how high to make this mound.
Is that about, do you think that's about 2 inches?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we just need to start filling in around the tree.
Okay, when do we sprinkle the inoculant in?
So that goes now. Not sure how much to use.
I don't either.
Okay, seems like a healthy amount.
Okay, we have finished planting all 12 trees, fruit trees, and now for lack of better methods of watering them, we're using this pump sprayer, backpack style 4-gallon battery operated pump sprayer here, and it's just water. This is its maiden voyage, so there's no chemicals in it, just pure water. But we didn't want to just dump water on it with a bucket, so we thought we'll use one of these. We'll give this thing a shot. What do you think, Katie?
It's like it's like I'm going on a backpack excursion. It's interesting.
Yeah, it looks heavy. I mean, it's 4 gallons of water.
Yeah, so what is that, like 40 pounds?
You know what? I don't know.
No, maybe 20 pounds.
I don't know how many gallons or what a gallon of water weighs.
How much is a gallon of milk? I mean, it's the same. Like, I don't know. Let's do the conversion.
How much does 4 gallons of water weigh? Uh, 8.5 pounds.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, so it's basically 2 pounds per gallon.
Okay. That, and then the battery and
Yeah.
the
gear
plastic.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Does this thing adjust to a different, don't spray me. Okay, go ahead and turn it on. There you go, a little bit more of a, actually, does that, that's probably the same volume, huh? I thought maybe it's like one of those.
I picked the one that has a 4 nozzle. There's some that have, there's
other
5
heads.
different heads.
Oh, okay.
Or there's 5 heads total. I picked the one that had 4 holes, thinking that would be the best one.
That makes sense, okay.
The other ones have like, there's a firmer spray, a softer spray.
Got it. The instructions that were provided or that are on the website of Food Forest Nursery says that we need to water these really well on the initial planting. About 1 inch. And then we need to, every 2 to 3 days, come out and water them. And we do that almost for quite a few weeks. And then it's kind of reduced. But they have really good instructions online on how to do this. And the nice thing about these is they guarantee them for a year, right? For the first year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they've got pollination charts. They've got, the chickens are very excited.
Oh. We have to put a cage around
Yeah,
these.
we're gonna have to cage these because the chickens, I think, are eating all of the worms. Our compost was amazing. But yeah, they have on the website, we can show it, but it has like pollination guides. It has, so you know kind of how, when they're gonna bloom, if they need a pollinator, what type of pollinator they need, as well as you know, spacing and all of that. So there's some great information on there. And then it also has like how disease resistant they are from all the different types of diseases, so you can pick what's right, and then you could also pick what's right for your area as well. So it's super easy to navigate.
It looks like you used just less than half.
Okay.
Chickens, go on, come on, go on, chickens, nope, go on, go on, chicks, go on. I know you're super excited about new things. Come on, move, go on, ladies, go on, ladies. last thing to do before I call it good on these fruit trees, and that is to protect them. So I have a bunch of leftover woven wire from a fence repair we did, so I'm going to attempt to cut these to length and wrap them around the tree. I've already measured the mulch rings that I did. The largest one is 4 feet in diameter. So if I multiply that by 3.14 or by pi, I get the circumference, which is roughly 151 inches. Let's see, maybe it'll be easier just to roll it out straight, because this looks like it is in half. So I'm going to just roll it out straight. I have to act kind of fast because this is the next morning, but the chickens have already flattened out several of the mulch rings, coming and scratching it, looking for bugs. So that was awesome. Alright, so my plan is to just use these stakes here. I think they're called stickers. I think they were used for hanging tobacco in the tobacco barn. Drive these in the ground and use that to hold on to the fencing. I would use T-posts, but I don't have any, and this is what I have, so we're going to give this a try. I cut in the middle between the squares right here. I cut like, you know, in the middle of the squares, so that way I have these overhangs, excess, that I can use to wrap the wire into itself, or the fence into itself. You know what I mean. You get it. I don't need to explain this. You guys get it. I should probably be using gloves for this. And then I'll take my pliers and I'll bring it in even more. I'm trying to do it so the wire doesn't stick out and poke you if you walk by it. Alright, so for this last one here, this last stake here, I think what I'm going to try to do is weave between these. It seemed to work pretty good. I think this is going to protect it from dogs running past it, chickens coming in and hitting them or scraping down the mulch ring. We're not going to get any deer in the orchard here because the dogs have access to it, but it'll keep it away from the deer for at least a couple years or a year before everything branches out. So yeah, I think it's going to work out pretty well. Got 11 more to do. They're all planted. They have mulch rings around them. They have cages around them. So right now we have a little 12 fruit tree orchard. And what did we get? I don't know if we went over these with you. We have a rainier cherry, a Stella cherry, a Celeste fig, a Freedom apple, a Honeycrisp apple, an Enterprise apple, a 20th century Asian pear, Chickasaw plum, and a second Chickasaw plum, an American plum, a second American plum, and a cinnamon spice apple. Well, there we are, our very first orchard. It's really exciting. We still have a lot more work to do, lots and lots of things to do to make this into a food forest, but for now, we're gonna call it a win with our little miniature 12 fruit tree orchard. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.